Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about choosing your niche. Niche selection is a really important step because if you get this wrong, then the whole project of building your blog or your website can fail. You might build something in a niche, but then you lose interest in it and therefore the project just stops and therefore everything becomes a massive waste of time. So choosing a niche is really important. Now, in terms of your niche, my approach is a little bit different to what everyone else recommends. My approach is to think about monetization first. So often people will tell you what are your interests, and start blogging about what your interests actually are. But in my mind, there is no point building a site in a niche that I love, for example, video games, when I don't really have a very clear idea about how to monetize video games. I'm not saying that video games are a bad niche. I'm just saying that personally, at the moment, I don't really have a really good understanding of how to monetize it because the audience in video games is mainly, teenagers who don't want to spend money. They want to get everything for free. Therefore, personally, I would think that video games are not a great niche. So I like to think about monetization first. Now, the process that I would like you guys to go through is outlined here on this page. So we'll just go through them one by one. So essentially, what are your interests? That's kind of seems to be the most common advice that everyone gives, to follow your interests. And I think it is important, but don't just blindly follow the interest. Keep in mind the other points on this page as well, that you need to be able to make money from your blog. Otherwise, it just becomes a hobby, which might turn out, profitable, but it might not turn out profitable if you don't have a clear monetization plan up front. So the first thing to think about, yes, is what are your interests. So you would literally, write down maybe 3 or 5 things that you are passionate about. If you are able to build a website in a niche that you are both passionate about and is profitable, that would actually be a really great success. So as an example, years ago, I ran a website in the golf niche. I don't play golf myself, so that was one of the disadvantages, but it was a wildly profitable niche. Golf is a great niche because it conforms to all of these other things. So I will give you, as I'm talking through these, I'll give you examples with the golf niche and with the internet marketing niche. So I'm in a internet marketing niche with my dad's hustle.com blog, and I'm also really familiar with the golf niche. So, if you are passionate about golf, for example, that would be a great niche. Some other things you might be interested in are, let's say, online marketing. There is always a way to, the thing with it is that you need to produce high quality content, with the internet marketing niche. It's sort of a little bit hard to outsource because outsourced generic articles don't tend to do very well, because people really like high quality information in the internet marketing space. But it is also a decent niche. Some other niches, my partner Stefan, he runs website called doggydesires.com. It's in the dog niche. He's doing really well there. So essentially the process that you need to go through is just write down the things that you personally like. And after you've written down the things that you personally like, you need to then do a little bit of research. Step by step, let's talk about those. So what are other sites doing? So for example, you might have written down something like golf, and you might then type in, what are the things that people in your niche actually want to learn and want to read about. So they might want to find out best golf clubs of 2017. They might be in the market for golf clubs, right? So if you do that, you would actually go in and just do a little bit of research to basically find out exactly what other sites are doing. And you literally open up all of these websites that come up on the first page, and you would try to understand what it is that they're doing. So I bet that for these guys, they're just selling the golf clubs, because that's exactly what I was doing with my golf website, and it's very profitable, even if you just do it as an affiliate or if you sell golf clubs on eBay. It's just it's a very profitable niche. So you would go through and you would take a look at what is it that these guys are actually doing. How are they monetizing their website? So they have got an ad, then they've got the information about their golf club, You can have a full review here. If you click on that review, I bet it takes you to a place where you can buy the golf clubs. And just have a quick look here. My internet is a little bit slow, sorry guys, I'm in Australia, so unfortunately we have a problem with slow internet. Okay, so then you'll see that here, as they've done the review, you can actually then check out the ping.com website where you can of course buy these golf clubs as well. And they've got the ads, so that's how these guys are monetizing it. Now how else? Let's find another website that doesn't look terribly big. Thewholestory.golf. So
Canada Equipment with Golf Magazine, and we're here in Morgall Village in St. Augustine, Florida, and we're doing our annual...
Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find which website is making this noise. Okay, so essentially for best golf clubs, obviously it's kind of a bit of an obvious one, you know, they're monetizing it by recommending and selling golf clubs. Likewise, if you were in something like, if you're considering, you know, health and fitness type niche, maybe something like tasty vegan recipes, you know, which by the way would be a great niche. If you check out the first few that come up, I would stay away from sites like Jamie Oliver and so forth. I would look for sites that look a bit more like hobby sites like thekitchen.com, etc., you know, just to see how more normal people, not super rich people, are doing this. So you can see that's a nice looking blog. That's the sort of thing that we would build together. And you can order a cookbook. Okay, so you can make a cookbook, which is awesome. You could also kind of stalk their social media accounts to see what they're doing on there. You can see that they've got an ad. They are doing it via an email address as well, so you can subscribe here so you don't miss any recipes. So it looks like there are, you know, there's a successful website. It's got a domain authority of 63. I'll get to that a bit later in the course if you're not familiar with it. This is, you can install an extension called SEO Moz extension into your browser. It will allow you to choose the domain authority. So they're building a list. You can subscribe to their email list. You can type in your email address, and after you've typed in your email address, you can see what kind of stuff they send you after you subscribe. So just do a little bit of spying, you know. And you want to get a feel for all of your niches, just to understand what it is that these people are doing. So here you see they've got an ad. What else are they doing? So that's, it looks like that's primarily ads, at least on this page. Home ideas, food, yeah. So hopefully you guys are getting an idea. You just need to have some certainty and some understanding of exactly how the other websites in your niche are actually monetizing. And the questions that you need to really ask yourselves after you've done scouting these niches are, does AdSense pay well? And we'll get to that in a second, how to check that. So do AdSense ads, when they're clicked on, do they pay a good amount of money? Can you sell physical products? So do the people in this niche have a strong need and strong desire for physical products? So in the golf niche, for example, there is a very strong desire to buy golf clubs because people are obsessed with good golf clubs. You know, they'll always look at information about golf clubs and often they'll buy them. Can you create a course? So if you can create a course which you can then sell to your audience, that's a very good thing. You know, and you would find out by looking at other people's websites and seeing if they're selling their courses somewhere on their website. So if they're doing it, then there is no reason why you can't do it. Now, the next thing is, are there quality products you can sell as an affiliate? So again, you know, with golfing, for example, there are lots of products that you can sell as an affiliate. With my thatshustle.com blog, that's how I make majority of my money with thatshustle.com, through recommending other products as an affiliate. Obviously in digital marketing, there is a ton of products. And another thing is, can you create a paid membership site? So are you providing something that people would be willing to pay even $7 a month for, $17 or $27 a month for, where you are, you know, continually giving them some kind of information that they can use and they're willing to pay money for. So generally, if your niche has good answers to all of these things, or to most of these things, then I would say that this is a very good niche. So golfing niche, you know, you can sell physical products. AdSense pays well. You can create a course. on golfing, you can provide things as an affiliate, and you could also create a paid membership site, selling some, for example, some coaching about golf swing or something like that. So if you're interested in golf, you're good at golf, or you can partner up with someone to create a paid membership site, all of those things are actually possible with the golf niche. With the internet marketing niche, I can't really sell physical products, but everything else is good. AdSense, yes. Course, yes. Quality products, paid membership site. So obviously there is a lot of potential with the internet marketing niche as well. So whatever ideas you have, ideally you want to be interested in that, because if you're not interested in a niche, you might not be motivated by purely money. You might sort of give up, or you just might be hating every day that you're working on your site. For me personally, I can motivate myself if I can see a huge potential in a niche that I don't particularly like golf, for example. When I was in the golf niche years ago, I had no particular interest in golf, but it made me money, so I was really interested in it for that reason. But I might be different to you guys. So ideally, you want your interests aligned with all of these things. So right now with that'shustle.com, I actually really enjoy internet marketing and reading about social media and blogging and paid ads and software and all of that sort of stuff. So it's a really good fit for me. So hopefully this helps you guys. The one thing that I wanted to show you is AdSense research. So we're going to be putting AdSense on your websites. And of course, it's great if AdSense ads pay quite well. So to research how much AdSense ads actually pay, what we're going to go to is Google Keyword Planner tool. So I'll show you how to fire that up. Okay, and what you can do now is just click on this. If you don't have an AdWords account, it might prompt you to create an AdWords account, but most likely you already have a Google account, so you might be able to go straight into it. But if not, just sign up if it gives you any prompts. Now what you want to do is you want to type in some of the keywords relating to your niche. So for example, you might go in here and you choose search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. And if you are considering a golf website, then you would type in something like best golf clubs. And I would leave United States because majority of our traffic will be from United States, and then you just go hit get ideas. So let's see what comes up. See, there's tons of searches. Okay, you can see that competition is high. Suggested bid is 0.50. Now, this is not a very, very high suggested bid, but the good thing is that the competition is high. So if the competition is high, that means that there are a lot of advertisers that are trying to bid for this particular keyword. So it is a good thing. Ideally, I would want to see a bid of, closer to $2 or more. So let's see if any of the keywords here have got that kind of suggested bid. New golf clubs, okay, that's got $1.44. Golf balls has got $1.75, so that's a good thing. But in general, I have to say, the AdSense doesn't seem to be extremely profitable. Maybe we need to put in some other keywords, so something like best golf course. Okay, so that's better. Best golf courses pay $3. Best golf resorts, $8.23. So you could write an article on best golf resorts, and that would get you really nice. So you would get paid probably, obviously you wouldn't get paid $8 a click. This is a bidding tool that will tell you how much, if you were to advertise for this keyword, that's how much you'd have to pay. As AdSense publisher, where you have AdSense ads on your site, you'd be looking at getting just a percentage of that. But it's a good indication whether this is a good keyword or not. So this seems like for AdSense in particular, this is better. Golf packages, like that's a very high suggested bid as well. Golf swing training aids. So that's good too. You could write an article on golf swing training aids, and that would actually get quite nice EPCs. So you guys need to do your browsing. You want to see some, for AdSense component at least, you want to see some kind of indication that you can get 2 or more per click. Like, to give you an idea, if you were to start a website in the financial niche, which might be a little bit harder to crack because it's not as viral, you know, but if you were to do that, or let's say in a honeymoon niche, honeymoon package or honeymoon destinations, I have a feeling that that might pay really well in terms of AdSense, because people spend a lot of money on honeymoon. So yeah, like straight away you can see that the first thing that I typed in is already $2. There is 364 all-inclusive honeymoon packages, $779 for honeymoon holidays. So that gives you an indication that in terms of AdSense, this is a better niche than golf clubs. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some idea. This is not the only thing that you need to take into consideration, but this will help you understand how good or how bad niche is in terms of your ads. Now, your ads, you might not even have any AdSense ads on your site. I do recommend that you stick with AdSense for my method, but if you know for sure that you can sell physical products, so you can create a course or something like that in that niche, and even if AdSense doesn't pay very well, you might still opt to go for that niche. But I do recommend to monetize in a variety of ways. So I would go, personally, I would go into a niche that has very good AdSense potential. It's just AdSense is really easy. You know, you can start making money very, very quickly just from having ads on your site. So that covers our niche selection. Please, if you have any questions, of course, get in touch. But other than that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.